Hello guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Legend of Dragoon. I'm Cool Looking Dragoon. In the last episode, we finished up the limestone cave. We beat the guardian snake monster. And then Shana glowed brightly and turned it to ice and made it disappear, which was kind of weird. And now we have crossed over to the other side. You can see Bale up there in front of us, so let's go ahead and enter it. Oh, this thing. This is one of those special creatures. It appears only a couple places. You can only ever do one damage to it, and it's kind of hard to hit. If you take too long, they'll run away. But then again, they also don't have much health. Kind of like the metal slimes back in Dragon Warrior. If I remember correctly. I think this has to be one of them, only doing one damage to it. Ah, it ran away before I could kill it. That one I think only gives me 300 gold. I don't get anything else from it, so not terrible. Indels Castle, capital city, Bale. Enter at your own risk. Anyway, now we get here our first look at Bale. It's the first real town that we've entered other than Sales, and Sales was kind of, you know, wiped off the map. So now we can kind of run around. Let's go in here first. We'll talk to you.
Oh my gosh, it's Levitas! Oh, Sir Levitas, please let me draw your portrait again.
How many portraits of Levitas does she have, I wonder?
Oh, don't move. It'll be done soon, don't move.
One does not rush perfection. Okay, let's see here. Where are these Stardust here? The only one of them's going to take a little work to get to, really. Of course, we're going to have to sit through some cutscenes, too. I think Dart's bored. And also, we want to look for any shinies what we may acquire. Like the one that's down in the corner. Yes, here you go. Acquired the portrait of Levitas. Isn't that a little too handsome?
I don't think so.
Of course not. Thank you. I'll treasure this.
Okay.
I don't know whatever happens to that. Now that I think about it. Anyway, we can get some gold from them. Up the ladder, Dart. And what do we have? Oop. Portrait, 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 and we go down this ladder. I don't think there's anything down here, though. Other being trapped behind everything else, there's nothing here. So let's just go ahead and head back down the other side. We'll see about getting some of the Stardust on our way to Indels Castle. Okay. Let's see here. First things first. Blue. Blue markers always represent a shop. And this one is the item shop. Let's take a look at what she's got. And question there. Mind purifier. Yes, I want a couple of those. Earth base. Nah, those aren't. Those are not any good for me. Alright. No, there aren't anything in here. So let's move on. Yellow. Blue is a shop. Yellow is in, and then green are just everyday places. It's like you can go in to anywhere that's got the marker, but you're not going to get much. This is just like a tavern. Here, yeah, I have good news. 100 gold per bottle. Want it? Unfortunately, yes, I do. Why? You'll see later. That's useful. This place is actually connected to the inn, so you can go ahead and rest up and save here if you want to, which I'm going to go ahead and do. I haven't saved recently. Alright. Let's go ahead and get out of here. We'll head towards Indels Castle. The weapon shop is on the way there. So let's see here. Weapon shop is right there. And if we come over here, we can get a second Stardust piece. Then we want to talk to you, because you has all of the weapons. But first, I don't need that. I don't need that. Bracelets are worthless, and the bandana is worthless. Nope, I went too far back. I hit the wrong button a few too many times. So you can see Bastard Sword, we already have, so we just saved ourselves 60 gold on that. Sparkle Arrow. We do want. That will increase it, yes. And Shanna, and you can just automatically equip things like that onto him. You can see here I got Scale Armor. It'll increase Dart's defense and Magic defense, but Lavitus is already wearing it, so you only need to buy one of them. Then Shanna already has the leather jacket, because if you guys remember, we picked one up way back in Helena. So Sallet will actually increase his defense. So we'll go ahead and put that on Dart. Okay. Night shields are actually very useful, so I suggest buying a couple of them. They're going to want those for right now. Plus, no. I'm going to buy a couple more of those. And let's see, I've got enough for one more. Fear or Panic. Stun I'm not worried about. I'm going to buy one Panic. And then I can sell the short bow, the leather, the bandana, and the bracelets. And then you can see here what we've got left are these things. Increases rate of attacking, hit rate by 20%, yeah. Useful, but not what we need right now. Let's go ahead and head on out of here, now that we have been thoroughly improved. I may have messed up. I'm thinking that there might actually be something here in Indels Castle that I can pick up. I didn't need to buy, but we'll figure that out here in a second. Okay, so now we're here in the bottom floor of Indels Castle. There's a lot of stuff around here. I think it's in this one. Yep, there's the Stardust piece.
Sir Lavitus has returned to us.
You can just see just different things. Their own little training area. But over here we have treasure. The Sparkle Arrow, which is something I think I just bought, so yeah. Yeah, I just bought the Sparkle Arrow, and I just got another one, so I could have saved myself some more money if I had remembered that. Whoops, I always seem to do that. So here we are, on the next floor. Top left room, third floor. I think, does this one take me down to where I want to go? I don't think it does. It takes me down to something useful, but I don't think this is the one that I want. Yes, it is. I take it back. You want to come down here and throw this, so that'll open those doors. You need that to get to one of these Stardust pieces here in Bale. Go back up. have all of these stuffs. You could have skipped the first room that we came into and just come straight up here if you wanted to. But of course, then there's the item, and then there's the Stardust you want to pick up from down there, and there's an item over here. And I get 50 gold. Useful. And so now we're up here. And you want to go... Move. It should be... There it is. There's another Stardust piece. Those are the only two here in the castle itself. Now, move, people. I need to go upstairs. I need to talk to the king. He's a very kingly sort, you know. Oh yes, very kingly. I am head of the first knighthood, Levitus Lambert. I am back from the field. Oh, Levitus, I was feeling uneasy because I heard you were missing. Oh, please, make yourself comfortable, everyone. Your Majesty, it is more than I deserve. Ha 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 ha, it is true. His Majesty was so dismayed that he couldn't see to his affairs of state. Oh, nosh. Please don't tease me. Levitus is a friend from my childhood as well as a master of the martial arts. Anyway, where have you been? After my first knighthood was wiped out, I was captured by Sindora and held against my will in Helena prison. What? In Helena? However, thanks to the acts of this young man, I managed to break out. Allow me to introduce these people to you. Dart and Shanna. They are from Cells. I thank you for saving Levitus. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. In gratitude for this, tell me anything you need. I have a favor to ask. Is it possible to take care of Shanna in this castle? What? It seems Imperial Sindora attacked Sales to take Shanna away, so they could go after Shanna anytime. And when I think of it...
Is that the reason you brought me here?
Shanna...
I can walk next to you, Dart. I have been working towards that. There's nothing we can do about it, the time we were apart, but I want to be with you forever.
Hint, hint, wink, wink. By the way, the more cunning of you may notice that there is a sixth person in the room. Unfortunately, you cannot leave her here. Imperial Sindora has obtained the force called the Dragon, and went on an offensive. Obtained the force called the Dragon. Wouldn't it just be easier to say, Imperial Sindora got themselves a dragon? We are holding the battle line in Hoax. But if the dragon can fly at low altitudes and directly attack the castle, we cannot defend even with the high ramparts. There is no place safe in Serdio now. Besides, you do know how she feels about you, don't you? This game got any more blatant. Shanna, it may be even more dangerous from now on.
I don't mind, as long as I can be with you, Dart.
Subtlety does not exist, apparently. Well, I take back the request, but one more thing. Yes, one more thing. I would like to ask a question to Minister Noish. Ask me anything, son. My head is filled with all of the legends and history of the continent of Indels. I was on a journey to pursue the Black Monster. The Black Monster? The monster that attacked Neat 18 years ago. The only thing I know is he deprived me of my only parents in my hometown. You were a victim of the devil. I want to hear everything. Please tell me about it. There is hardly any information left. Everything related to him was reduced to ash. Only thing I know is the Black Monster is called the devil that disobeyed the great existence, and is also known for devouring the god. Devouring the god? Yes, And surprisingly, it shows up in history beginning 11,000 years ago as one old monster. 11,000 years ago is the time the Dragon campaign ended. Hooray! Exposition time! You're exactly right, Your Majesty. Instead, I will tell you the story of the Dragon campaign. Shh. Story time.
As if they were gods, Winglies ruled over all living creatures and used them as slaves. The enslaved suffered a terrible domination and injustice. Their anger turned to a flame of fury. Then, a gust of wind blew throughout the lands, spreading the flame to a blazing fire. The wind was Emperor Diaz. 7 incarnations of dragons served the Emperor. Their bravery inspired people to take up arms. Thus began the Dragon Campaign. It was a harsh war. Both people and Winglies suffered countless injuries and fatalities. After a long period of suffering, it was the humans who acquired the future. The age of humans had begun.
Short, condensed, history, very important to the story. Or else why else would they be telling us? The Black Monster appeared after the Dragon campaign. Why is the actors wear green and everybody else wears blue? Excuse me, sir. It is time for the war meeting. I see. Tell them we'll come along soon. Dot, Shanna, the war will be a particularly harsh one for those who no longer have a home to return to. Blech. The castle is very quiet now. It is the best place to think about your futures. But this is our first time in a castle. Well, there is a place with a great view next to this room. Go enjoy yourself. The view from the castle? I see. Please excuse me. She is so hasty. Please excuse me too. So now we have control of Dart. We can kind of go where we want to, but of course it dictates that we chase after Shanna. Come out here to talk. From here we can see all of Basil. Maybe even able to see Cells. Cells is over the mountain. Besides, we cannot see it anyway because we are so far. I hope everybody is safe. I'm sure they're okay. Yes, they are. According to the brief by my aide, most of the people in the village are safe. Really? I'm relieved to hear that. But it will take time to rebuild the village. Still, good. We can meet everybody again. But we have bad news. Sandora is now readying itself to attack us. They are planning to use the dragon for the offensive on Hoeks. A dragon? If they release that monster in the battle, it will be a total genocide. Our role as the knighthood is to stop it. I am heading to Hoeks now. Maintaining the battle line will determine the future of Basil. I have lived only for myself. I believed it was something I had to complete by myself, even if I had to leave Shanna and the people of the village behind. But when I came back, look at this. I almost lost my hometown again. Levitas, I'm going to Hoeks with you. I don't want to see any more senseless bloodshed. What about the Black Monster? We'll have to end the war first.
Once Dart makes up his mind, he never changes it. Of course, I'm going too. I cannot stand the war either. I can fight too.
You guys. Everything is determined by how... Everything is determined, and now we have to prepare.
Then let's go to Bale now. There are item shops, weapon shops, and my home. Please, meet my mother. She will be happy because she hasn't had a guest for a while. I love this music.
Alright, moving on.
Alright, this episode's starting to get a little bit long. We still have a couple of things we have left to do here.
I think I'm going to go ahead and end off the episode here, guys. In the next episode, we'll finish off everything we need to do here in Bale, and then we'll start moving our way to Hoax and getting ready for that. So thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next time. Take care.